back to the phone lines and talk Man United. I think we shall.
I'll just pick my hamstring up there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about you footballers. You need to stretch for about an hour before you can make moves like that. Omar is why am I going to Arsenal fans and Chelsea fans and Spurs fans? United fans, come on, Omar's an Arsenal fan. Hello, Omar. Omar, can you hear me? Oh, that's a shame we can't hear from an Arsenal fan. Omar, let's go to Mark, I'm a United fan. Hello, Mark.
Hey, mate, you've got through to United fan at last.
Oh, finally. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. I'll say I've waited all day just to ring in. I've never rang in before, but I just want to ask you if you think Michael Carrick should have got the job to the end of the season, because I think the two best games we played this season are Villarreal away and Arsenal at home. So yeah. I know you work at MUTV. I think you probably know Carrick. You probably know what he's like. But do you not think he deserved a chance towards the end of the season?
Yesterday on the show, I said to Perry Groves, I said, nothing in football surprises me. Would you be stunned if at the end of the season Ralph Rangnick wasn't there for the last few games and Michael Carrick was? And he said, no, I wouldn't be stunned. I'm not suggesting that Michael Carrick will come back, but listen, we were all told, the impression I got when we found out Ralph Rangnick was going to be in charge, that he was, the saviour. He was the tactical genius that people like Klopp had learnt off. Yeah. So I was quite excited when he came in. He might go on to be, but at the moment I haven't seen signs of that.
We hadn't heard of him.
No,
and I bought into that. I wanted to believe it as much as any United fan, so I bought into it. But really, no.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure.
It's early days, but from what I've seen so far, I think Omar, part of the problem isn't necessarily when a new manager comes in, if tactically they're superior to other managers. I think it's also the players have got to believe in them. I think it's a mixture of those two things. And Darren's to my right, and you've been in a dressing room many a time, I'm guessing, when a manager's come in and players have and haven't believed in him, and what a difference that would make, I would imagine.
Well, as we discussed, when a new manager comes in, it's normally a fresh start for every player. We've seen that with Phil Jones, but you're looking at another fresh start in a few months from now as well. So I never understood. I was actually on, I think I was on Sky Sports when the news broke that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was going, and I said, if they're just going to get a interim manager potentially until the end of the season, why not just keep Ole? Like, what worse are you going to do? And then obviously talk, like as you said, Ralph Rangnick's going to come in, going to be the saviour, a lot of pedigree behind him. Everyone talks so highly of him, and you thought, oh, hang on, like Man United have got a chance now; they could come forward, and it's just not worked. But it's the mentality of the players as well. It seems to be that there's not much care at the moment. That's what it seems. And sometimes there's too much care in terms of Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes. Then they get criticised as well, rightly so, for not going to see the supporters. They're just not getting the balance right at all. And nothing is good at the moment at Man United.
Is it inconceivable to think Michael Carrick could take over this season?
No, and I agree with, was it Mark Gacola saying, why could have kept him. You could have kept him. But again, we go back to Ralph Rangnick. Supposed this unbelievable coach, and he's got the new philosophy, the new styles of playing that every manager, the new up-and-coming managers and the successful managers have taken his philosophy of football.
But would it not be a complete embarrassment to Man United if they sacked him?
I don't think they'll sack him. I think that's the reason, but whether they think they're going to or not, I think they'll just be looking for the future. Now, Pochettino seems to be the main man that everyone's talking about coming in. Is that going to be enough for this group of players? I think there needs a real overhaul of players as well.
Jordan's up next, also a Man United fan. Jordan, hello.
Hello there.
How are you? Happy New Year.
I'm good, right? Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Great show as always.
Thank you, Jordan. Go on, off you go.
No, yeah, I said from the start as well, when I didn't get along with how Ollie was playing and everything like that, and I said he needed to leave the club. When Conte was available to be picked up, we didn't act quick enough. We rushed into Ralph. He's trying to now put in his way of playing. The players obviously are not getting used to it quick enough. You look at Conte, he had now 7 games, 8 games unbeaten as Spurs manager. Ralph's had 5, 6 games, now lost to Wolves. We played against, I was at the Burnley game, and we played against a very rubbish Burnley side. Like, come on now, we should be putting 3 against them, unfortunately. And I think given the captaincy to Ronaldo yesterday, was an absolute mistake. I think was it yesterday or Burnley game we got it? But
that was yesterday. You're right.
Yeah, I think Scott should have been. I think Scott has been playing outstanding for us, and I think no one talks about him enough. Personally, I think he does it for his country as well. He scores goals. I think out to out boxer. I think he's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, personally. So I just think it's good. I think he just needs to go back to how Ollie was playing, instead of just maybe he's changing it too much. I reckon, personally.
All right, Jordan, thanks for that. Scott McTominay, captain of Manchester United. When you've got players like Bruno Fernandes in the squad, you've got Ronaldo starting. Scott
McTominay seems to care more than them all, though, in terms of he knows the club. He's been there. You could say the same about Rashford, though. You could, but Rashford's in and out of the team. Scott McTominay's that number one that's always seemed to be playing. So, yeah, I think so, yeah. But when you've got someone like Cristiano Ronaldo there, we don't see what goes on day to day on the training field, in the change room, in the gym. I'm led to believe he is a leader by character. Everyone kind of knows that. Yeah. So he seemed to be the obvious choice, but he's only there for a year or two, potentially, as everyone knows. So if you're looking long term, yeah, Scott McTominay is the perfect one.
Keep your calls coming in 03717 22 3344. This is Drive on talkSPORT with We Buy Any Car. Don't part exchange, get money off your next car.